Warning: Alan and JJ Johnson are not professional comedians. During this program, you will be exposed to unfiltered dad jokes in their most potent and raw form, dads telling them to each other. Watching this video may lead to serious physical harm, including facepalm concussions, head-shaking whiplash, and uncontrollable groaning. Proceed at your own risk.
Hey everybody, I'm Alan.
And I'm JJ.
And this is Two Dads and a Joke. So hey JJ, I got a joke for you today. So I'm on a special diet that doesn't let me eat spaghetti. I have to have the zucchini cut in the shape of noodles. You know what my boys say about that?
What?
They don't like it. They say they're impastas.
All right. That was a good one. Okay, I got one for you. Since we're coming up on Halloween, okay? Here in probably a month or so. But why don't skeletons ever go trick-or-treating?
I don't know. Why don't skeletons ever go trick-or-treating?
They got nobody to go with.
They got nobody. Oh, JJ, that is horrible.
No way. That's not horrible.
All right,
That's
it's
a good
pretty
one.
Good. It's pretty good. It's better. It's actually better than the impastas. I got to give you that one. So, folks, just in case you haven't been on the channel before, we're here to tell you some dad jokes. We promise you at least a 6-pack of dad jokes, and then we're going to have a bit of a shot of parenting advice from a Christian worldview. And so we're both Christian authors. I'm working on the Towers of Light series that'll be coming out around Christmas time. JJ, why don't you talk a little bit about your project?
Well, by the time this airs, which might just had a release actually, and that is Iggy and Oz and the Plastic Dinos of Doom, my middle grade book for probably, yes, Alan's sporting it there. So this is this came out Tuesday, September 17th, and it's out there. So no turning back now. So
no turning back. And you know what's great is that we're so committed to the dad jokery around here that we're giving people the opportunity to share their favorite dad joke. And if they do it, what do you give them, JJ?
Well, over the course of the 6 episodes that we're recording, we're going to be taking the best dad jokes that we can find, and we're going to be picking one. And that one dad joke is going to win an Iggy's Dino Box.
An Iggy's Dino Box?
An Iggy's Dino Box, man. Let me tell you. So, Iggy's Dino Box is a subscription model type box I'm putting together for Iggy and Oz. And it comes with all sorts of great stuff. It comes with an Iggy and Oz, Oh, that is an awesome mug, by the way. Let's get another shot of that. There you
go.
Sweet.
Ark Encounter, day 4. Loving it.
Yeah. So Iggy's Dino Box comes with a magnet, a candle. It comes with some dino droppings, which you'll find out what those are. Bookmarks, some other swag, plastic dinosaurs, of course.
Yes,
and
of course.
The print copy of Iggy and Oz, the Plastic Dinos of Doom.
I know. I've been just waiting to get my own physical copy so I can share it on the screen because it will be awesome. But I have the poster, so there we go.
You got the poster.
You won.
Which is pretty
Iggy
sweet.
and Oz, Plastic Dinos of Doom. So, thinking of that, though, of creatures that you might have in your house like plastic dinos, you know what I have in my house?
What do you have?
We have cats. We're cat people. I have cats, yes. And I have a kitten. His name's Stormy. And, he was walking funny the other day. It was pretty sad, so I had to take him to the vet. And you know what the vet said he needed?
What?
Cat scan.
Well, we're not cat people, but guess what? We just got a dog.
Yeah?
And, the other day I was out there playing fetch with the dog, and I was tossing it, back and forth. And, it dawned on me, you know what's brown and sticky?
What is brown and sticky?
A stick.
Oh, that was horrible. Oh, so, hey, you know what's been great about Two Dads and a Joke, though, is we got the social media going on. We're at Two Dads and a Joke everywhere, like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You look up Two Dads and a Joke and you can find us. But I was out on Twitter the other day, and you know what? There are some great dad joke people on Twitter. So I was talking to @AcuteTweetment. Get that? Tweetment? That's nice. They had a joke. It says, never trust a ladder. They're always up to something. And then @NYScotsman12 comes along and he says, watch your step. Now, I couldn't leave it like that, right? And so my reply back was, hey, @NYScotsman12, thanks for the advice. When I got the ladder, I lost the instructions. I phoned the ladder company, but no answer. Just rung and rung and rung. And so @NYScotsman12 closed it out with, well, after all that, you'll just have to fold.
Oh.
Now that's the kind of interaction I love to get from people on the dad joke space, is this kind of back and forth. It's dad jokes that go on and on are the best.
Yes, absolutely. So that was good. That was good.
I know. I had a great time with those guys on the Twitter. So, but it's not all fun and games here at Two Dads and Joke. We do talk about serious things. And I think the theme for this season was, train up a child in the way they should go and they'll not soon depart from it. So JJ, in your mind, you got kind of younger ones than I do. What are you trying to train your kids up for right now? What's really on your mind?
Well, I think one of the things that's been on my mind lately is just trying to find time to do things as a family. It seems like we get busy with life all the time. The stress of daily schedules. Mom and dad are very, have a lot of busy schedules and things like that. And then, of course, the kids are in school now. They have homework. They have things they have to do. My son's got to read 20 minutes every single night. And you think, wow, that doesn't seem that bad. But then you're like, oh, I got to do this reading for 20 minutes a night with him. And it just adds up. So one of the things I really want to work on this fall is just getting out of the house and putting away the cell phones, putting away the video games, putting away all the digital stuff, and just kind of doing a little bit of a digital detox and just kind of hanging out with the kids, hanging out with the family, getting out of the house and actually going and doing something as a family. Just whether it's, going and just out to eat, whether it's going to where it's fall, going to a pumpkin patch or something like that, doing some things like that that are fun, that gets us out of the house as a family, especially now that the temperature's starting to come down here in Oklahoma. It helps out getting out of the house and doing things like that. So that's one of the things I want my kids to learn is how to value some family time. Over the past summer, my family installed a pool, which was a whole nother nightmare in and of itself.
Now, your boss didn't set you up for the Jelly of the Month Club before then, right? You didn't get stuck with a weird deposit or anything.
That's right. So we got this pool, and everybody went in together with it. And it was my wife, her sisters, her mom. We all went in together, and one of the best summers I think we had was just hanging out on our back deck, playing some bing bag toss, some horseshoes, things like that, just backyard games and just having backyard life as a family and just enjoying our time. And so those are the type of things I want my kids to really to learn, is just how to invest in your family. There's so much going on out there that we feel like we're going to miss out, especially for us guys who are authors, and we feel like we got to be involved in every little thing that happens. And honestly, you don't really need to be involved in all that. What you need to be involved in is your family. And I struggle with that big time, because I come home from work, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm stressed, and I just want to just disconnect and just, kind of go back into my own little shell, and I get cranky, I get, worn out, and I, find myself start snapping at people, and honestly, that's not good for the kids, it's not good for my wife, it's not good for me. And so just spending time with the family and just learning to look forward to that family time is something I really want to teach my kids to value and to do. And it starts with me right here, learning to do it myself. And that's a lesson I have to learn this next year. So.
Well, and when you think about that, that's a pretty big value you have around the family time. I think for me, I was in a very similar position when my kids were the age of yours. And quite frankly, my writing was part of that deal. right? So I was traveling a lot, so I wasn't home. And so I spent a lot of time writing for my kids so that when I came home, I was reading to them. Like we all pile in the big chair in the living room and I'd read them my latest thing, or we'd pick up something, some other book that was appropriate if I didn't have any new content, and we would read together and we'd have that family time. I think for me at the time, the big thing though was I wanted to make sure, because I was writing myself for them, what am I going to write, right? Because I could have written anything, right? I mean, you just, whatever your head thinks up, and that's not always a good thing. So I spent a lot of time trying to, there's a lot of things that you probably don't want to read to your kids that comes out of your head. So anyway, one of my main things was I was really, at the time they were that age, I wanted to impress upon them that you can find the answers to things in life from the Bible. Like, it's a source of truth. If you go in there and you look, you're going to find truth. And that's part of that whole training them up. And so a lot of what I did in the writing to bring the kids together around the table was making sure there were truths injected in there. And it doesn't have to be as blatant as I've got, scripture verses in the book. Although I was reading something just recently by Robert Lepardo where he's put him in there at just the right time in the book, and it's totally natural and it makes perfect sense, right? And there's some of that in my book that I wrote, but my marketing agent that's helping me write the marketing stuff, she just loves it because kids in the story come back to the Bible to find their answers, right? And so I was really trying to teach my kids at that age both what you're talking about, we got to spend time together, but also how do we help them know how to navigate the world? Because there's going to be people that are telling them this is true and that's true and the other's true, and they're in conflict. How do they know? And so I think that's my big thing. If I think about what I wanted to teach my kids, is where to go for truth, and that's the Bible. And so I think, and I feel like with my story I did that, but also it's one of those things, going to church, spending time in those things as well. And so with that, we've got our next episode coming up in a week is going to be about family time, right?
Right.
We're going to be talking about vacations, and so that'll be our next episode. But to close it out today, we've got a quick joke here. I mentioned I have cats earlier. Cat was out the other day in the fog. He was really trying to catch it, but it missed.
All right, that's cool. So I was getting my kid ready for school this morning, and he came up to me and he says, "Hey, Dad, can you put my shoes on?" You know what I told him? I said, "No, I don't think they'll fit me."
Nice. They don't fit you. All right, JJ, with that in mind, this has been Two Dads with a Joke. We'll see you next time.
See ya.